You're just jealous. We rode 20 rides so fast that our stomachs were upside down.
Like we.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I started to
awesome.
record anyways, so you guys know.
Yeah.
What are you recording already?
I don't know. Why not? We have good content at the very beginning. We talk shit.
Because I can't talk shit about stuff.
Yeah, you can. Just do it.
Oh, that's okay.
We ain't got no rules. Well, we got rules, but we ain't got no rules.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever actually went over the rules of what the podcast is, but I think people are smart enough to realize it.
I was busy watching nothing but TV this weekend.
Well,
You'd be
shall
proud.
we talk about mine and Mikey's and the groups?
Yeah, go ahead and talk about your Aldi version of, Pride Day at Disney, at Kings Island. I'm kidding.
You're just jealous.
I am jealous. I'm not that jealous, actually, because I'm broke and, well, Chris is going to the IndyCar race on Saturday, so, priorities.
Yeah. I mean, we spent a lot of money because of, getting the Fast Lane Plus. You got to get the Fast Lane for the Fast Lane.
It's like South Park, the Fast Lane for the Fast Lane.
Yeah. But, yeah, we went to Kings Island yesterday. It was fun.
It was a blast.
Was the weather? I'm sure the weather. It wasn't like hot out either, was it?
Oh no, it was raining the first half of the day.
Well,
that's the best time to.
It was like sprinkling. Yeah, it was very light rain. Mist.
When we went on Vertigo, it was raining pretty hard. You and Zach might not have noticed, but me and Nick sure did.
I was thinking about.
Oh
man, I was thinking about that during the day today. I was just laughing in my truck, just all alone, just thinking about that. That was hilarious.
Did it hurt?
No.
This ride, yeah, we were face to face. There was four of us.
It used to be called like Face Off, but I think it's Vertigo now.
Oh, okay, okay. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, so it goes up in one direction and then goes back down. Well, when it went up, Chris and my brother Nick, they were backwards towards the ride. I guess you could say they were gonna go backwards first. And there's a little canopy like right above us that kind of collected water, and that water just dripped on their faces as it was like clicking up before it started. It was the funniest thing ever.
We were soaked.
It was so funny, and then I was tearing up before the ride even started.
I've had that happen there. It was the Top Gun ride. I don't even know if the Top Gun ride's even there anymore.
Oh, it's still there. It's lame. It's like 30 seconds long.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm on that ride, and it is pouring down rain, and I mean it is like thick raindrops, and it is beating the shit out of my face because it's coming down so hard, right? And they have these these things over the top. And all they did was gather water. So when that thing turned a corner and turned us sideways, all that water just pours down all over you.
That happened to his brother.
Exactly what happened.
That happened to his brother too.
Yeah.
No, they changed. So when Paramount, I think it was Paramount, took over the park.
Yes.
They changed the name of almost all the rides except for like the Beast and the Racer. The classic rides. And so the Top Gun ride, it's not called Top Gun anymore, but it's still the same. I remember that ride was actually pretty fun back in the day, but now it's kind of lame compared to the other things they have there.
Okay.
But Banshee was really fun, but we only rode it once. But when we worked ourselves back around to it, we were all starting to drop like flies because we had just been riding so many rides.
Yeah, it was really awesome. Like we get done with the ride, maybe we ride like third or fourth row back from the front, and we're like, let's try this in the front. So we just get right back in line, and we're like first again. And so we like, hey, let's get in the front this time. And the operators are like, okay, just wait up front. Like, okay. Like we had priority, like where we kind of wanted to sit. I mean, it was like I don't think I'll ever go to like a theme park or whatnot without a pass.
So how much did it cost to get in? How much was your ticket to the park?
Was it like $50?
Yeah, general admission's like 50. Yeah.
Okay, so it's $50. So how much is it for the pass?
125.
I think in total it was 125.
On Sunday it's a little bit more. like on the weekends, of course.
You know, that's really, I mean, that's not that bad considering you're paying, if you go to Florida, you're paying 129 just to get into the gate at Kings Island, or not, I mean, at Universal or Disney World,
Yeah,
and that doesn't even include Fast Pass stuff.
and like I if we were going to go multiple days, maybe I wouldn't worry about that. But we were just going for that day, and we were there for what 6, 7 hours, maybe
We got there right when gates opened at 10, and we left about 4:30, 5 o'clock.
4:35. Yeah. So
Really?
in that time span, we rode like I think I rode the most rides. I don't think
You did. You never took a
yeah.
break.
Yeah,
I
I
was the
never.
first one to drop.
I was
the
like,
first
okay,
one to
let's do it.
drop.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. I think I rode maybe 20, 21 rides. And some of them, yeah, some of them were repeats. Like we did Orion 4 times. At least I did. Uh, what was the other?
I think in total we did Orion 5 times.
What's
I think Zach
Orion?
and I.
Is that something?
That's their like newest one.
Okay.
It's the tallest and the fastest ride.
We did Diamondback maybe 2 or 3 times. Yeah, so I did in Vertigo twice.
So,
It was
what is your sitting preference on a roller coaster? Is it the front or the back, or does it depend on the roller coaster?
the front.
The front.
Yeah, you gotta go front.
See, I
So
would say go front. I would do the Beast in the front, but then I would do it in the back as well, the very back car.
the Beast is nice. The Beast and the Racer, they're both nice, but they're old. They're showing their age.
Well, dude, that thing's built in 79, 78,
I know,
79.
and I got the shit beat out of me on both of those rides. My like back hurts still thinking about the Racer. Don't get me wrong, it's the race.
Does it still go backwards?
Oh, we lost Chris.
Oh, well, does
I
does the
don't hear him
racer
anymore.
do they still go
No.
backwards? They don't do the backwards anything.
No. They only
They
had
both
one,
go forward, but they had.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mikey.
Oh, they only had one of the racers going.
Really?
Yeah. Well, we went kind of early. It was, but I think it was before noon we even jumped on it.
Still.
They might have had both of them going by the time we left because it stopped raining. But
See, I went like on a Tuesday or Wednesday one time, and that place was rainy for a while, and it was so freaking dead. Like we walked on to every single ride. This was before fast passes. This is 80, probably 89. Well, it was the summer of 89, but like there was nobody there, and it was rainy, and we had so much fun because we could just walk anywhere we wanted.
By the time we left, it was getting pretty packed in there. The wait line for Orion might have been like an hour by the time we got back around to it, Mikey. And you guys got right on. Like you
we
walked
were
past
back
everybody.
to back. Yeah, we were back to back like quick. It was hilarious. It was so much fun.
My least favorite ride has to be Mystic Timbers. They're one of their newest, if not the newest. It's a wooden coaster. I just don't. Maybe I'm just not built for wooden coasters because it's kind of like it's just a wild ride, and you feel like you're off the rails 90% of the time.
I still like the Beast the most because like near the end, and do that other drop, and then you go like 360 like around, like you go very fast turning, like making a big turn, like doing a circle.
Oh yeah, when you do the circles at the end,
at the end, that felt awesome. That was my favorite part.
Back when I was a kid, I don't remember what it's called now. I think it was like Stunt Track, but back in the day, it was called the Italian Job Ride. That was one of my favorites back in the day, like because it's the launch. It's like 3, 2, 1. You're at full speed, if even that, and it sends you up a triple corkscrew instantly.
Did we ride that one?
Yeah, that was the one with the little Mini Coopers, and then like the explosion and halfway through.
Oh, okay, yeah, we rode that one twice.
Yeah, it like broke down, and then we went and ate and came back and rode it 2 times. But I think my favorite ride is Orion. I liked just how it's the tallest ride there, but you don't feel like you're even going up. You're at the top of the hill, in like no time flat. It's the fastest ride they got. I could barely open my eyes in the front row.
Yeah.
The first time we rode it, I was what, like 3 or 4 rows back. Um, and then the second time I was front row, front and center. And the big thing now for a lot of rides is the inverted drops. So instead of just going straight down, it takes you back a little bit. So you're like you don't see the track underneath you. And that's like
fun.
that was Orion and Diamondback's big thing.
What's the bat?
That's Top Gun.
Is that Top Gun now?
Yeah, that's Top Gun now.
So it's like the old bat, but it's not the bat. They just renamed it the bat.
Yeah. They probably should have kept it Top Gun, but I'm guessing that's probably a good thing right now with how big the movie is. You don't want one of the crappiest roller coasters there to be
Misleading.
yeah. And it's got like the longest like walk to it. Like I feel like I walk halfway across the park to get to the ride.
Isn't that over there by Face Off though?
Yeah, it used to be behind Son of the Beast.
Okay,
Rest in peace, Son of the Beast, but a good thing they tore it down.
So do they have free beverages like Holiday World?
Free water. Like
Oh, it's just
a
free
cup of water.
water.
Yeah.
Like
But
Holiday World, you can get like free soda pop.
You can get the Indy pass. They don't check your anything to see if you actually live in Indy, and you can get, and for the price of your ticket, you get your entry fee, parking, and a drink pass for $50.
That's pretty
So
good.
what is it like every 15 minutes? Was it
Yeah,
Mikey?
every 15 minutes you get like it's probably like a 12-ounce cup or something like that.
Their smallest cup of whatever drink you want, basically. But yeah, I like that Nick got that because he basically was giving us all drinks.
Snoopy ice cream was good.
I didn't get that because I didn't want ice cream.
Yeah, I didn't get the blueberry like the Snoopy, but it was good ice cream. Good vanilla ice cream.
Do they still have the potato place? You know where you get the
Yes,
big.
me and Mikey almost got food there, but they all walked halfway across the park to a diner, and I'm like, I don't feel like, getting separated like that.
Ow, 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 you fucker.
What's going on?
Ari. I had him in my lap, and then he started to clamp on my arm, and it hurt. But hey,
We took my. Nah, I'm not going to talk about our parking situation. It might be a little unappreciated. Yeah, screw it. I got a bad foot.
Right.
All of our cars. Yeah, my parents' car. We took my parents' car because my car has a broken back window. I don't think I
Why
told
does
you
your
that,
car have a
Chris.
broken back window?
When they're cutting grass at the garage here, they shot a rock through it.
Oh my god,
So
that's awful.
They're paying for it.
As
but
we laugh at it.
it's funny, but it's just I hate driving around.
Is it the rear window or a
Yeah,
back?
the rear window. The
Oh
rear
my
window.
god.
I'm so glad I
Chris's
didn't.
reaction.
90% of the time I back into my spot there. I'm glad I didn't because I don't think I could. I'm pretty sure it probably would have went right through my front windshield. But the front windshield is also angled and I think a little thicker, but still.
Might have cracked it or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, we all couldn't fit in Mikey's car. Brad's car is like 250,000 miles. And it's 20 years old. And Zach's car didn't have AC. So we took one of my parents' cars and they have handicap plates and we parked in the handicap area.
Oh.
I do have a bad foot, so
Security.
oh, what are they gonna do?
I still wonder if a handicapped person with handicap plates parks into a into a normal parking spot, do they get a ticket? Because I think they should. If
Speaking
I
of
park
that,
in,
there were.
if
Go
I
ahead.
park in their spot, I get a ticket. So if they're parking in my spot, they should get a ticket. I'm just
You
saying.
know what? You're right. They only have like 9 or 12 spots, at Walmart, so that's all
Right.
they get.
Every good parking spot in everywhere.
Um, I think it's Best Buy. Best Buy has a expected mother spot, and I was like, "What the heck? How? I'm fat. I might be expecting a kid. You can't assume my gender."
That's right. I'm just saying. I mean,
Kimberly just said if we ever have kids, yeah. Um, so you got anything else about Kings Island, Mikey? Or
uh,
how are the food prices? Were they expensive or
it was pretty normal. I got
just
a
pretty normal?
cheeseburger basket or double cheeseburger basket for 15.
I got a 30-ounce drink and a double cheeseburger basket for $20. So
Jeez.
you it's one of those things you go in there knowing it's gonna
Knowing
be.
that you're going to spend money. Yeah, I know.
But other than that, it's cheaper than
I don't
probably.
know. When I was a kid, Mom took meatloaf sandwiches. We walk out to the parking lot to the car and eat lunch.
I don't know if we were able to leave the parking or like the area. Say like the smoking area, but it was still like past the.
Yeah, you should
Uh,
be able to get a pass out.
I don't remember, so probably I just don't know.
I remember those days. Let's waste an hour tracking across the park and into the parking lot and find our car so we can eat cold freaking meatloaf sandwiches and
Save little. Hey, when you
chips and
go
a can of
there with
pop.
how many kids did you take there?
It was me, Mom, and Dad, and my two brothers.
Yeah, when you have 5 people going, I'm guessing food costs go up a little.
It was like the 80s, early 80s. So that's just what people did back then.
And I bet $5 back then was a lot of money still.
It was actually, yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, okay, so in 1982, we went to. It really wasn't that bad if you thought about it, because in 1982 we went to Disney World, and to get an adult to get into Disney World was $25.
Jeez,
So
that's it.
yeah,
Now
yeah,
it's what,
the
like
stuff wasn't crazy
two
back
hundred
then.
bucks. It's not $200, but it's still a shit ton.
So we went one year, and that's because we won tickets, so we were allowed to eat at the park, I guess, but still probably couldn't order French fries. Probably had to get the smallest drink still. The rules of. Well, I don't know. We were teenagers. I might have my own money, so if I wanted French fries, I could probably buy my own.
Yeah, but then you're like, I don't want to spend $50 on food.
No, I was stupid back then. I'd buy stupid stuff with my money. I didn't care, especially
You
food.
Let's be honest, we still buy stupid stuff.
Okay. Well, yeah. So
But you're smarter. You don't buy as much stupid stuff.
no, because like we went when me and Josie went record shopping. We went to this that antique mall. Remember that antique mall where I found that race car, Chris,
In Fort Wayne?
in Fort Wayne?
Yeah.
Dude, I found a virtual plethora of old Indy 500 programs, and I did not buy one of them. I was pretty proud of
I'm
myself.
proud of you.
I know, right? So
I don't know if I could. There's an antique shop here. I don't know if it's really an antique shop or like a little boutique where people come, someone, they hand make their own things and come sell it.
really.
Yeah, but they also have a shop attached that they make their own candles. So we go there every once in a while and
Oh,
buy
that's
like
cool.
stuff. And then we check out the shop. And I don't know if I'd call it an antique shop, but it's not an antique shop. It's a small. Kimberly just said it's a small business shop. So people handcrafted stuff or handmade stuff. They can come and make it.
Kind of
their
like
place.
Treasure Mart here. 'Cause I
Yeah.
remember we'll go to Treasure Mart. I mean, people kind of refurbish stuff and they sell it.
Yeah,
Cool.
I remember some things. Like when was it you and Zach, or was it Nick and Zach worked at Treasure Mart, and
Nick.
they would complain about, they would come in and some lady would buy like a cheap desk, paint it, and turn around and try to sell it for like triple the amount.
I don't remember that, but I know Nick and Zach used to work there.
They never really talked about it
Sure,
too much.
sure it's happened.
Anyways, what did you watch?
Dude, I watched everything. First I watched this documentary. I didn't even watch old stuff. Wait, did I watch something old? I watched Goodfellas, but we all know how awesome that is, so I won't go into details with that. I watched. Oh, and I watched Whiplash. Um, was it I Killed My Father? Is that what it was? Oh yeah, I Just Killed My Dad. It's on Netflix. It's about this kid who shot his dad, and the shocking like story behind it.
Go on.
It's only so this kid he shoots his dad, right, and everybody, and it was a nice neighborhood, so everybody thought it's just some rich kid mad at his dad, so he shoots him and kills him, right?
Yeah.
Well, as they get deeper into the story, he like he never left the house. He was homeschooled, but his dad would buy him anything he ever wanted. So come to find out by like the third episode, you find out that his dad got a court order against his mom and took him from his grandmother was watching him at the time when he was 5 years old, took him from Texas and moved him to Louisiana, and they couldn't find him. So this kid was like missing. Like they had like missing posters all over, and he was like missing for like 17 years, or no, for 50, what, for 13 years. He was moving for 13 years. He was missing. He had a brother and sister he didn't know, and they were looking for him, but they didn't know where he went. And that's why the dad never let him out of the house. Like he had security cameras all over the place. Come to find out, his dad was an abusive a-hole that used to beat his wives up and stuff, and he abused the kids. So that's why the kid shot him. So eventually, they let the kid out of jail because they're considering it justifiable homicide. So, but to find out he was missing this whole time, I mean, it was mind blowing because those people that they do a hobby, they do those DNA tests for a
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
hobby,
like
and then they end up
Ancestry.
working with the police. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
Yeah.
So there's people they do DNA testing as a hobby to track people down, and the police will come to them for help because they're so good at tracking down family members through their DNA. And this kid he worked for like a landscaping place, but his dad kept a tracker on his phone to see what he was doing the whole time. So the woman he worked with felt bad for him. So she got in touch with this lady that does DNA testing, and that's how he found out where his mom was and his sister in Texas. So it's like any other Netflix series where there's a lot of crazy shit going on, and I don't know why people do things the way they do, but this guy died because of it. So, but it was pretty good. So that was good. I watched that, and then I watched while y'all were lollygagging around. I found out they're rebooting the Fall Guy into a movie, which I'm really angry about. Ryan Gosling is going to be the Fall Guy, and Emily Blunt's in this movie as well. The Fall Guy is a TV show from the 80s. It's about a bounty hunter who's a stuntman. Well, he's a stuntman. He's a Hollywood stuntman, and he's a bounty hunter. And
So
it started Lee Majors, and he was like the $6 million man, when I was a kid. So this was one of my favorite TV shows as a kid. I had the toy truck. He drove his toy truck. He had this cool ass truck that he drove around. So I had the toy truck from Fall Guy. So they're making this dumbass movie about it, and I'm not very happy about it because the Hollywood has like ran out of ideas.
Well, they have run out of ideas. All they do is
have.
remake stuff.
I watched Day Shift with Jamie Foxx. That's where he's a vampire hunter.
That's probably I'm gonna watch that pretty soon.
I
want
watched.
to.
It's not bad. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I watched Secret Headquarters with Owen Wilson.
Oh,
That's on
yeah,
Paramount
the
Plus.
superhero one.
He's a superhero with the kid from that movie with Ryan Reynolds.
Is that a new movie?
Is he
Yes.
superhero or is he kind of like Iron Man?
He's kind of like Iron Man.
Okay.
Does he say wow?
No, I don't think he does. It's really good though. I was impressed. It's like a family movie. It's only rated PG. Like they don't like cuss a lot and stuff like that. And then, I watched. Let's see what else.
Where did you find all this time to watch all this?
I was off by 11 on Saturday or Friday.
Oh, okay.
Why are you off so early?
Because it was supposed to be my day off.
Oh, so you
and I went in and worked 4 hours, and I went and took P test, and then went to lunch with my friend Marcia from high school, and then I came and watched movies I didn't go nowhere for 3 days.
Marcia.
Yes. So then I watched Prey.
Oh,
I watched
here
it.
we go.
I watched it yesterday too.
Let's go. What do you guys think of Prey?
I don't see the hype in it.
I don't see the hype in it. So this is what the notes I took. So
I
the Bears.
It. I mean, but...
I've seen more realistic bears at the Country Bear Jamboree than the CGI bears.
Oh
no. The kills were really cool. Like it was like new creative ways to kill people.
Yeah, like the fight choreography was really
But
neat.
basically he's a serial killer. He's not a hunter. He just whacks people. He just goes around and kills people. It's like watching Jason or Michael Myers. That's the way I looked at it.
That's what the Predator always was. He wasn't a
No. If you watch the original Predator, he hunted people. He wasn't just a serial killer. Then he turns out one guy into like the Black Knight from Monty Python and the Holy Grail because he just cuts his arm off and then he cuts his leg off. He's like, all right, we'll call it a draw.
We're the knights who say me.
That's right. Then when did quicksand become cool again? This is like 1974 all over again. It was popular in Gilligan's Island and it was popular in Blazing Saddles. I had never seen quicksand until they had quicksand in this movie. I guess it was quicksand. It reminded me of quicksand.
Yeah.
Indians spoke English, which I don't know how they learned English if it's supposed to be 17.
They weren't speaking English.
What were they speaking? Because I understood
they were speaking whatever their native language was. They probably were. How many movies have you watched where they're speaking Spanish or something, but you listen to them in English?
I've seen many an Indian movie where they use Indian. Didn't you see Passion of the Christ? That's all in Aramaic.
Who cares?
I'm just saying, if we're going to be authentic here. Also, the French trappers, they were in the Great Lakes region in the early 1700s. They didn't make it that far out west. So I've got to complain about
I'm gonna look this up right now.
Looking it up because that's what I did because I looked it up. They were in the Great Lakes region. The Comanche were not in the Great Lakes region.
So I know at the end they said they had to go east, so they were. I thought they were more towards the coast, but I don't know.
It was entertaining. I was entertained.
Yeah.
I didn't fall asleep through it because Chris's new thing is let's watch a movie and try to stay awake through the whole thing.
The French had been exploring into that area and moving into that area.
They were not. They were in the Great Lakes region. They were trapping in the Great Lakes region
up and down the
early
Mississippi River too. They were going up and down the Mississippi River because
Comanche were in the Mississippi River area.
Yeah, they were in
They were
Texas.
further. They were the Mississippi does not go through Texas. It goes through Louisiana.
It's not that far away. Where if you look at, I'm looking at a map right now of their estimated area. Their easternmost area does overlap with French territory in that time period.
No, yeah, the French were in the Great Lakes. It says French trappers were in the Great Lakes region at the time. Would they come down from Canada?
Probably.
Fresh hunting grounds.
That's what I'm saying though. If they were, I'm thinking, geographically. it makes sense if they were in the Great Lakes region if they came down from Canada. I was wondering about that. But anyway, it was a okay movie. I didn't see the hype. Like, you know, I don't know how you get the comparison that it's the Top Gun Maverick of Top Gun.
I never said that. I was saying
You
people,
did say that.
no, I was saying people were saying that.
Oh yeah, they're wrong.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. It's. I do think it's a. I don't. I think it's a great movie. So.
It's fun. It's a fun movie. I just it just seemed to me like he just turned into a serial killer stalking these people to kill them, and like he hunted those guys in the jungle in Predator, like the first Predator.
He was hunting them in this movie.
Like psychological, like terror, like hunt, like playing tricks on them. And
Yeah,
like,
he would snatch them up out of nowhere, and you wouldn't know where they would go until they were dead. And
This was
Yeah.
also their first time on Earth. They didn't know what the top predator was.
I'm just saying, it was okay. Like I said, it wasn't horrible.
Yeah, him versus that bear was pretty sweet.
The Country Bear Jamboree Bear.
Yeah,
I thought
That's
the whole
pretty
like when her brother comes riding in and like he throws the spear through him. I thought that part was bad.
That was kind of cool. Yeah, that's what it wasn't horrible. I mean, it's a good. I don't think it's great or spectacular. Like I probably
think
wouldn't watch it again.
Why do I keep getting calls? This is like my fourth.
I don't. I think one problem I had with it was her trying to use that gun. I was
She couldn't
like,
figure out how to use it.
yeah, no, it's not like. I guess she should try to use it and like adapt, but it's like she's trying to use it the whole time when her brother was fighting him, and it's like if she would have like jumped in with him, like they probably could have took it down together. You think?
Yeah, she just wanted to use the gun.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't blame her on that.
She
though.
thinks it's. I guess, like being naive, she may thinks it was more powerful and could do it, but I don't know.
So that's that. And then I watched the South Park concert is really good. They did a concert from Red Rocks. It's on Paramount Plus now. I suggest that. It's really good.
Who?
The
Sorry,
South Park concert.
Oh, they did a South Park concert?
Yes, they did a live concert. It's really good.
Like the TV show South Park.
Yeah, like Matt and Trey, the guys that created it, and they did all the songs. Like they did the songs from the movie, and they did America.
They did Game of Thrones.
No, they didn't do Wiener Wiener, but they.
You said all the songs.
Well, that's just a Wiener Wiener song, but they just no. I mean, like their own songs, like they sang. Plus, they sang the theme song, and they talked about how the theme song came about. How they were just got out. They just contacted Primus and said, "We have $74. Can you guys do a theme song for us?" And they did. That's how they came up with the song. So they sing. It's really good.
They've made more than $74 off of that song now. Probably.
You ain't kidding. Well, Primus was there. Primus was at the concert.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Primus was there, and so was Ween. So it's really, really good. I highly recommend watching it. It was a lot of fun. And like the crowd is just singing along. And it's so cool to see.
Did they play Kyle's mom?
They did sing Kyle's mom.
Yeah.
They sang Kyle's mom, and they sang "Okay," from the movie.
I wish they could have played. I wish they could have brought Robin Williams out to sing "Blame Canada."
They sang "Uncle Fucker" too.
I love Matt and Trey.
Oh man, it is so good, and it was on Comedy Central. I watched it on Comedy Central, and
yeah,
it was unedited because they showed it at 10 o'clock at night, but it's on Paramount Plus.
Oh.
And then I watched the Streaming Wars Part 2, which I found hilarious. Because the streamer they're going up against the most is called PP Plus. It has to do with money.
I need to watch.
It has to do with money and control. If you don't get what PP Plus is on Paramount, It's pretty awesome. And then I watched The Last Dragon today. Okay, so The Last Dragon is this cheesy ass movie from 1985, right? In fact, it's like got a cult following because the
Doesn't it have
bad
Sean
guy.
Connery in it?
What?
Doesn't it have Sean Connery as the voice of a dragon?
No, 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 no. This is about a guy in New York that is looking to be the grand karate master, and he has to go up against Shonuff. And I've seen Shonuff people cosplay Shonuff at Comic Con.
It's called Last Dragon.
Yes,
I feel like I've seen this movie.
Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. Now check this out, because I didn't notice it till today.
Oh, I've seen this movie. This movie is actually pretty badass.
It's stupid, but it has two. At the point they were just like up and comers, right? It has two Oscar nominated actors in this movie in bit parts.
Let me look. Let me look. Let me look. Who? I'm looking. Oh my. No.
Chaz Palminteri,
Okay.
he played Hood number 2,
Hood number 2.
and William H Macy, who plays JJ. So that's pretty big, honestly.
It just goes to show you, you just gotta get your foot in the door somewhere.
That's right. And they've both been nominated for Oscars, both of them. I love William H Macy.
I feel like this movie was like, hey, it's a really good game, Mortal Kombat. Let's make a movie, but not make a Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god, it is so horrible, and it's got like horrible it's got horrible Asian stereotypes that Asians act out, and it's just
I
bad.
almost pulled a South Park reference out, but I think that's one of those references I don't want to say aloud.
It's just like shitty walk. It's exactly what it's like.
Oh, hello, may I take your order, please?
Right. I mean, that's how bad it is. It's just it's a bad movie, but it's fun. It's a fun movie because it's the cheesiness,
Yeah.
I think we need to order up a cheesy movie day and watch, like we're talking about, like Cobra, and of course you got to watch Roadhouse because that's just the rule.
I've never seen Roadhouse.
How could you? Oh, dude, this is so awesome. It's like one of the greatest movies of the '80s.
We still need to watch or finish out the Sedaris movies.
Yeah, we do.
But I mean, I got my own Fire Stick, so I can, just tell me watch it, and I can watch it too. I don't have to be in Kokomo to watch those, I guess. Even though probably a lot better.
What?
I was saying I don't have to be in Kokomo since I got my own Fire Stick. I don't have to be in Kokomo to watch those.
Yeah, that's true.
Did the Riff Tracks guys ever do any of his movies?
To do what movies?
Did they ever riff any of Sedaris movies?
I don't think so. Not that I've seen. They've done Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
But I think it was Kevin Smith that did riff Roadhouse.
All I know about Roadhouse is what I know from Family Guy.
Which is what?
Roadhouse.
That's all you know?
Basically.
You don't know pain don't hurt. And be nice. No, be nice. None of that?
Nope.
Man, dude, you're missing out. That's like one of the movies that you find on a Saturday afternoon that's on TV. And it's like a half hour in, but you stop because you have to watch it because it's that awesome. It's very manly and, testosterone-y. Patrick Swayze walks around with his shirt off a lot, And,
oh.
Yeah, he's really
got a shirt on.
Yeah, he's all sweaty and walks around. He's really cool, and he's a badass. The best cooler in the nation. Just saying. And I've noticed because I've been to like country bars before, especially in Florida, and they use that "be nice" like attitude. And I don't know if it came from that movie or what, but I've seen bouncers treat somebody nice until they weren't nice, but they were nice. Yeah, let's, sir, come with me. Let's walk to the door. And they would do it nice, but you be nice.
And then
So
they
I don't
beat the
know.
shit out of you.
No, you can't beat the shit out of people. You just can't do that. I mean, you're not supposed to. People do it, but
The cat just came up and like sniffed my leg, and I freaked out a little. Her little whiskers were scaring me.
there was a fight today. I guess Marcial called it in, and there was a fight on Morgan Street. Some guy was getting his ass kicked by like 4 or 5 other guys
Well,
Hell yeah.
at the tire
sounds
place
even to
there
me.
on Morgan, but behind where the country kitchen, what I'm talking about, and that Low Bob's.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that garage right next to it. I guess anybody's get their ass kicked.
Why would I want to know? I wonder what happened.
I don't know. I want to know what happened too. They just said fight 200 block of east or west Morgan. So I don't know what happened, but I was like, damn it, why can't I get it? And I had pickups, so I couldn't go over there. But I was like, I so wanted to go over there.
So okay, a little off topic. Probably people don't really care, but I still follow, of course, Kokomo Scanner, and I
Yeah,
saw
Chris, you damn tattletale.
what.
Go ahead. I'll talk about that in a second.
So um, every seems like once a month there's a fight at the CVS at 931 and
Oh
26,
yeah, I saw that.
and it's like every month they get in a fight there.
It's always
It's like a custody exchange of
it's
like
the boyfriend and the ex-husband or something.
yeah, and they fight like once a month, and I commented on it, and I was like, and everyone was like, oh, why do people have to be so mean? I was like, why don't they have do it differently if they seem to get in a fight all the time?
Maybe they should have like grandparents like do the exchange. I mean, I've done the exchange thing, in the past, picking up kids or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. If you think you're going to get in a fight and you're mad about it, just don't get out of the car. Just stand there. Those people like fighting. That's exactly what it is.
That's all they want to do is fight. It's those two guys probably.
I
They
feel
just
bad
probably
for the
hate each other.
kids.
Yeah, I don't know how old the kid. I've seen them there doing it.
Fighting or exchanging?
Exchanging.
Oh.
So what did I do now?
Oh, there was a post about the police were going to go out and start catching speeders, and Chris is like, yeah, he posted, and I was going to post on this, but I didn't want to get a bunch of crap from it. But he posted, he says, yeah, people do 50 miles an hour down Dixon all the time, and I was so wanted to post, dude, shut up, you don't even live here anymore, and quit telling people where we speed.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted to put people, but I thought people would jump my ass because they wouldn't get the joke.
They wouldn't.
They
wouldn't
wouldn't have.
understand.
They would have exactly. But that was my first thought. I'm like, dude, shut up. You don't even live here anymore. So quit telling on us where we speed. That's where we speed. You know how much time I make up on Dixon Road on a daily basis, Chris?
You know how much time I made up on Dixon Road on a daily basis?
Just saying.
Dixon Road was one of those places when I was driving Spirit, I knew I could catch a minute or two up.
I had my first incident the other day.
Oh.
I hit a mirror.
Oh, not what I thought it was going to be.
I broke a mirror with my mirror.
Oh, why'd you do that?
Man.
Because it's side streets in Kokomo. It ain't really that big of a deal. We'll just buy him a new mirror. I could have put it on for him. Shoot.
Was he pretty chill about it?
Yeah, he was very chill about it. He didn't want to call the police, but you know how they are.
If it's city, they gotta have.
Right. That's what I said. I'm like, they insist that we call the police. He's like, it's not necessary. I said, I know. So Mr. T came up, and the guy knew Mr. T because he used to drive a tow truck or something. So that was it.
T?
My boss, Mr. T. I just don't want to name names.
Oh, okay.
So, but he came over, and I mean, it was no big deal. It was just a mirror. So
Did he pity the fool?
he pitied the fool.
Right.
So here it is, 3 weeks from my end day, and I'm wrecking stuff already.
I saw them post a job opening for it online.
They've been posting them forever, dude. People don't want to work. Did you see
People
them?
don't want to drive.
Well, you know what? I saw a post about they want to return the ambulances back to the fire departments.
Yeah.
Well, why don't they just hire EMTs? And I'm thinking, and they were like, this is a failed administration because they can't even hire EMTs. They hired all these cops. I'm like, I didn't know that we had an overabundance of EMTs out looking for jobs these days.
I would have said
And
that.
and I mean, we can't even find people to work for us. Do you think that somebody's just, oh, well, I want to be an EMT, so you're going to go hire them? I mean, there's a lot that goes into that.
Hmm.
I mean, that takes a certain kind of person,
Yeah, you
You
can't
just can't hire anybody, pass out at that accident site. You know what I mean? I mean, come on.
And start
Yeah,
like
exactly.
dry heaving.
Yeah. So yeah, I saw that. I'm like, and that was my first thought. I'm like, they've been running that ad for us for how many months now, and we can't. We got two people trained. We got two people taking a test this week, I think, and I think they hired three or four other people. But I'm leaving in 3 weeks.
Well, the way I see it, it's not going to be able to replace you, but they'll find someone to replace you.
I don't know. They ain't gonna find. I don't know if they're gonna find anybody that will work through lunch and just grab a cheeseburger and come in on their day off on a regular basis.
Be willing to do both Spirit and Trolley.
And trolley without complaining. Or if they send me a trip, I just go get it and figure out how to make it work instead of calling in on the radio and say, I don't know why you sent me this. I'm not near that. I just cuss and swear at the
You,
thing.
you
And
look
then
you look at the radio and complain. You don't
I
actually
do.
say it.
I will bitch and yell and scream at that radio. I'm like, well, I can't believe you just sent me that. And I
I've
figure out how
yelled
to do it.
when I was
I
on
do.
Trolley.
I
I
do
yelled
that.
at the radio like, "Just shut the f up!" Like someone like one of the complainers. I just yell at the radio. I'm like, "Just shut up and do your job."
That's the way I am. I do that
And
too.
like even if there's passengers on it on the bus, I'm like, "Just
Oh,
be
I do that
quiet."
too. I don't cuss and yell if there's passengers
No,
on
I
it.
don't cuss, but I'll still say it out
But
loud.
if there's nobody on my bus, I'm there. I have Tourette syndrome. Bad. I yell and say, "Are you kidding me? How am I supposed to do that?" And, I mean, if I have a question, I don't ask it over the radio. I will go in the office and say, "Why do you have this set up this way?" And they'll explain why they have it set up. And if it makes sense, I'm like, "I'll figure it out. I'll get it done." I was just wanting to know what I wanted a second opinion on it sometimes.
Hmm.
I don't ask over the radio. I don't tell them I can't get that. I just do what they want me to do. So yeah, they're gonna have a hard time replacing me, I think. But you know, I will be the king of antisocial here soon. I'm pretty excited about it.
I'm
You know,
excited for you.
I don't get it. I don't go anywhere anyway, so
I think you'll enjoy the job.
I think I will too. I'm pretty stoked about it. I'm very excited about it. Very, very excited. So if you need an appointment with Ascension, just call me and I'll set you up.
Maybe. I'm not gonna call you. You don't need to know what I'm doing.
This is doctor patient privilege.
Yeah, I'll record and I would record it like on my phone. Like I would record Chris's. Yes, we will have you set up for your look at odd venereal diseases that you got from somewhere. Maybe on a
Your-
toilet seat, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah. Your gynecologist.
Chris, yes, they want to make sure. Well, they want to see if it's twins or not, Chris. Because men can get pregnant according to, science. I'm here for you. I will answer that
Yeah.
call. I will set up that appointment for you.
All right, bet. Do it right now, Chris.
I don't have the equipment. They're sending me the equipment. I didn't find that out. And dude, do you know how long it takes to get a P test back?
Uh,
couple days.
No, like 2 minutes.
Then why did it
uh,
take like a week for them to get back to me? Like at
Dude,
the
I went
city.
to so I went to do my P test on Friday, right? After work. I had like a 12:15,
Yeah.
12:30. I had a 12:30 appointment. I got there at 12:15 and I really had to pee. Like really bad. So I went in there and I couldn't find it. So I stumbled upon this nurse and she was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, you're in the right place. And I had to show him my COVID thing for some reason, which I don't know because I'm working from home anyway.
You
So
might give someone COVID over the
over the
phone.
phone. And then I peed in the cup and like she's like, if you want to have a seat there, okay, well, it came back negative. I'm like, that's it? That fast?
Have a seat. Okay, we're done. I just sat down. Yeah, but we're
Yeah,
done.
she took my license and my gave her some other information and that was it. And then Shelly said she saw that they were shipping me my equipment, so I should probably get that this week or next. I'm sure.
Hmm. Have you kind of set up your office area yet?
No, I got it cleaned off. It's just mail on my kitchen table,
Yeah.
so I've just got to throw that away and move my art stuff because I'm going to be there, at the start, at least for 3 or 4 months till I can, afford it. I got to move stuff around in that bedroom and set up in there, so I don't want to half-ass it, So I'm going to save
Okay.
up, 3 or 4 months. I'll have it where I'm in
Yeah.
that other bedroom working. I'm pretty stoked. So, and I can wear football jerseys and t-shirts to work. Pretty excited about that. I ain't doing the pajama thing. I've actually got to get up and get dressed.
I was
I
gonna
got
say you probably want to keep like the same routine, just to
yeah, just to
wake
be like
up.
a normal person. Yeah, I
Now
think
I
that
don't know how long that's gonna last, but
I think it's I think you have to discipline yourself. I really think it's a good idea to get up and get dressed, and you know what I mean. You got to act like you're going to work.
yeah,
I feel like if I were to wear like pajamas, like even on the weekends, if I just sit in my pajamas or something, like and watch TV, I become like instantly unproductive.
Exactly. That was my theory. I think it's a mental thing.
it
If you
is.
have on if you have on like lounger clothes, you're going to be
Yeah,
unproductive. Yeah. So if I put on jeans and if I put on jeans and socks and put on an actual shirt and comb my hair and then I'm actually going to work. That's why I want to put it in that back bedroom. So I'm actually going to work. And then I can close that workspace off when
get like a curtain or something.
Well, I mean, if I could handle a couple months in the
Yeah,
dining room, I'm okay. But if I can actually do it in the bedroom, and just that's my workspace. I don't go in there except to go to work. Then I think it's all psychological. It's a big psychological thing.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
but just to change the subject a little bit, back to or the nerd stuff, because I forgot about it. I started watching Uncharted. I got about halfway in, maybe a quarter of the way in.
oh yeah, it's on Netflix now.
That's on
Yeah,
Netflix, ain't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and as much as I like Tom Holland as an actor, I just can't see him as Nathan Drake. It's just not. It's just not working for me for him as Nathan Drake. I don't
Why?
know.
Too
Yeah.
young?
Too young, I think. Um,
His accent? I
Is
don't
he
think he really
American?
is. We lost him again
in New York, he like pickpocketed that guy, and it's just you lost me.
for a little bit.
Hello.
Yeah.
I think it's because how I'm sitting. I'm kind of pulling my mic out because it just
Whoa,
doesn't have.
whoa, whoa! Slow down there, cowboy. Don't be pulling
Shut up.
stuff out.
Don't be
I
pulling
pull
me
stuff
out.
out all the time.
Cleaners out. What are you, Butters?
No, but like when he pickpocketed the guy in the beginning of the movie, it was like I don't know. It's just I can't break him away from Spider-Man for some reason.
Don't pigeonhole him into and being,
I don't want to, but he's trying to keep the New York accent, and it's just I don't know. I can't do it. He's just not Nathan Drake in my mind.
I mean,
Now Nathan Fillion,
I,
I
I
still
guess
go ahead.
that's how I am with Daniel Radcliffe.
he's always going to be Harry Potter.
Yeah, he's yeah.
Okay, so this is a good question because so does that mean that if an actor that is iconic in a role takes on another role and immediately becomes that person, does that make them that much better of an actor?
I think so because
Like
like
I'm talking
Robert
about,
Downey Jr. I see him in another movie. I don't see him as Tony Stark or Iron Man. I see him as that character in that movie.
right, or
But maybe it's
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford plays the same type of character in every single movie. Let's be honest.
I don't think so. I think his Indiana Jones is by far a completely different character than Han Solo.
It's the same character. He is Han Solo
He
in
is
Indiana
not Han
Jones.
Solo. No,
He
he's
is
not.
just having a dream while he's in carbonite.
That stupid theory. Dude, he's so good in Presumed to Innocent, and he was so good in Witness, and he was so good in The Fugitive. I mean, he is not Han Solo in those movies.
I don't know.
I know.
Is Tom Holland's? This is his Spider-Man's. I guess his first big role.
Right.
I guess.
Yeah, he was in on some other stuff, but this was like his breakout. Or Spider-Man was his
See.
breakout.
Let's look.
Nice.
But I mean, that's a good, what's his name? The guy that does Moon Knight.
I don't see him as
Poe
what's his face?
Dameron.
Yeah, it was really weird not hearing his actual British accent when he was, that half of his.
He's a good actor.
He is.
He is a really good actor. What's his name? Who played Poe Dameron?
Second.
So
Yeah.
so Spider-Man for him is like his first lead, I
Right.
guess. He has played some other characters.
Oh, don't look up that. Not Porn Dameron.
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. He is a good actor. He really is. And you know who else is a good actor that can play that doesn't pigeonhole himself? Well, there's two of them, and that's Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio.
And Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Maybe Tom Cruise just plays a very similar actors or very similar characters in every movie, pretty much.
Keanu Reeves is good too, because I only knew him as Ted Theodore Logan from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and then he became a badass. Dude, he's so good in Point Break.
Did you see Tom Cruise is his character from Tropic Thunder? He's trying to get that movie going again for his own character.
I didn't like that movie because they made fun of disabled people, but
they went a little hard.
Tom Cruise was really, really funny.
Yeah.
They were talking about. I read when Leo did What's Eating Gilbert Grape. They were talking about movies, actors that stole the movie and then went on to bigger things. And What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Leonardo DiCaprio was one of them. They said he stole the thunder from Johnny Depp. And after What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Leo took off, but he played a disabled kid. And they said a lot of people thought, I didn't know this, he plays it really well. They said he played the part so well, many people thought he was a disabled person.
Huh.
That's how good he played that role.
Like Simple Jack.
yeah, right.
Well, they make a good point. In every movie with a disabled person, they don't actually go hardcore in they're not full on. I don't know how to put this in. I don't remember how it's worded. You never go full retard.
Yeah,
or
I know what you're
they
saying.
say.
That what they said. They said he went full retard. Is that what they said? You never go full retard.
Yeah, like Forrest Gump. He might have been slow, but he wasn't dumb or whatever.
I mean, there's a difference. That one, that line bothered me. I know everybody laughed at it, but it is one, it's true. But two, why do you have to say that? And It's like comparing it to what was the Johnny Depp? No, the Johnny Knoxville movie, The Ringer, when he
Oh
he
yeah,
he played a disabled person, and like they had him figured out that he wasn't really disabled.
yeah. You
But it still has
scratched my CD.
in clear daylight. Oh my God, my stepson West has Down syndrome, right? You know what I mean? He would say that
Yeah.
all day because he watched The Ringer and he loved it. He's like,
That's
"You
perfect.
scratched my CD in clear daylight." And of course, our favorite line was, "When the fuck we get ice cream?" Oh man, that's a great movie. We've seen better acting in porn. Now there were some people that played disabled people in that movie, um, that weren't disabled.
They
But
have a lot though that were actually.
there were a bunch of them that were actually. In fact, the kid that was winning everything is actually a Special Olympics champion in that era. Like he won all the time. He was that good.
Oh,
So actually, the Special Olympics promoted that movie because it exposed disabled kids as normal people, and it promoted the Special Olympics. But
well, I hate to say it, but that movie has like a good lesson in it.
well, that's the
Don't
beauty.
be.
That's the beauty of the Peanut Butter Falcon. Is Shia LaBeouf treats him like he's got feelings. He's got he wants to do things. Why do you gotta bring him down? Why do you gotta put him in a nursing home? Just let him live like he wants to live. And that's actually what you should do. Obviously got boundaries, but but dude, that's one of my favorite movies. Like it is so fun. So, but yeah, that's true. So, remember when Cartman did the Special Olympics?
Yeah.
And
then
that's
Timmy and Jimmy started using
we're
steroids.
using steroids. And they talk about that show too because Timmy and Jimmy are disabled, but those kids don't treat them any different.
No,
They're just they're part of the group. But they don't hesitate to call Cartman a retard or a mongoloid.
It comes down to, I hate to bring up more South Park. It kind of comes down to the whole faggot episode. We're not calling them faggots. We're calling them faggots.
We don't hate gay people. They're just faggots. Dude, every time me and Josie see somebody on a motorcycle,
anytime
exactly what we think.
Anytime I see somebody on a loud ass
A loud motorcycle with, they're playing Metallica, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're always playing Metallica or Motley Crue.
Dave. The trolley driver, Dave.
Yeah.
He's one of them. Yeah, I didn't know he rode motorcycles, but when it was starting to get summertime, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go out on a bike ride." I'm like, "Oh, I was like, "I didn't know you ride bikes." Yeah, I got a Harley, and he's like, "I'm gonna blare some music." I was like, that's kind of like in my head. I was like,
I saw one. I was thinking about it was in Eureka Springs, Arkansas last year, right? And there was a guy like it gets busy through Eureka Springs, like bumper to bumper traffic. It's just the way it is. It's a little small town. But there was a guy on a Harley, and he was playing Enter Sandman by Metallica. And I was like, dude, do you know how stupid you look? That's exactly what I wanted to say to this guy. Like, it's not cool. Just turn it down. Just please turn it down. You just save yourself. By the time you get to the end of the street, you'll be really cool because nobody will hear you coming. That was my thought process. But no, I love South Park points out the fact that acting like that and being offensive is not the way to go, but they do it offensively. I don't know how they get away with it, but they do.
Because it's South Park. The problem is real life has become more crazy than South Park.
Seriously though, watch the concert. That concert is so good.
Tomorrow after I edit the podcast, I'll do it.
And watch Streaming Morse Part 2 too. That's really good.
Mikey, you got a shower thought?
Sure. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I had it right here.
Oh, did you
Oh,
see the Jets quarterback got hurt?
yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder
So
if
we
his
know in a
mom's
couple
friend will
weeks.
come over and try and cheer him up.
He's got that dog in him.
You know,
Rumor now is that Watson's going to get a year.
he deserves to get a year.
He deserves more.
Actually, he should never play again, but that's just.
I mean, he could start a new career right there at the massage expo.
Dude,
coming up
oh, did
soon.
y'all see have you guys watched Hard Knocks?
No.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like rooting for the Lions this year.
Oh yeah.
How,
Hard Knocks, they're doing the Lions.
Oh
They've
yeah.
got so many ex-players as coaches. It's ridiculous.
how
The head
can you
coach is an old
not
player.
run through a wall for Dan Campbell?
Dude, that guy's awesome. He's got Randall L as his wide receivers coach.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Huh?
he played quarterback at IU and then transitioned to wide receiver. But he's got all his he's got Deuce Staley as a coach. He's all these former players, all these guys played in the NFL are his assistant coaches. I'm rooting for that team. I really am. And then
I
their number one draft pick this year. Well, yeah,
Number
their number one.
2.
Huh?
It's their first draft pick, but he's
Yeah,
2 overall.
yeah. It was their first draft pick. He got a $23 million signing bonus, which is amazing. But he's from Detroit, and he's a Detroit Lions fan. So he played at Michigan. He's a defensive lineman. Dude, that
Yeah.
guy's a beast. He was a beast at Michigan.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, that's a great episode. I'm really rooting for that team. I really am. I'm rooting for Detroit.
I
They're
feel
my
like
under they're
I
my
do that.
underdog team this year.
I do that for all the Hard Knocks teams. It's like, I hope I like you get to learn their
All the,
personalities and everything about them, and it's like I'd like to see them succeed. But
Well, you know what's amazing is their number one draft pick. He gets up and he sings "Billie Jean" by Michael Jackson,
uh-huh.
and it's amazing that all those players know the words to that song.
how that's iconic. It's a
I
really
know,
good.
but this song came out in like 1983, right? So we're sitting on what 40 years almost, and they know all the words. That all those players knew all the words. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Shows you the power of a song, I guess. But yeah, dude, you got to check out Hard Knocks. It's really, really good.
I hate to say it, but Hard Knocks, I wait till like the season's done and just watch it through for some reason. Even though I
I
know
li-
that's not the way to watch Hard
I like
Knocks.
that it comes on once a
Uh,
week.
yeah, you can't do it. Like, can't binge it like
I
that.
I, I don't want to bitch. Oh, also, dude, I'm watching that Iconic on Versa or Vice, right? And we're up to the point where they're doing Phantom Menace, and that how they talk about how much that George Lucas banked on Jar Jar Binks to being the guy of the franchise.
That's weird.
So
Because it was supposed to be the big bad guy, but he was so disliked that they shit canned him.
yeah, and well, the thing was, so like they got a guy like Lucas hired him as a historian because when they went back to shoot at Tatooine for Episode 1, back in the 70s, they didn't log the shooting locations. So they hired this guy who's a Star Wars fan. He happened to know the locations of where they used to shoot in Tunisia in the 70s because they didn't log that stuff back then. So when he saw the first when they made the trailer, they tried to make it look like it was a Star Wars that everybody wanted, and I remember the trailer. And so when he saw it, he's like, "Dude, this not working for me." And it's the first time they ever hired a Star Wars. One of the rules of Lucas was you don't hire fans, but they made the exception because he knew all this stuff about Star Wars. And now he's like the Star Wars historian for Lucas. But he was like, "This is not a good movie. I'm not optimistic about this movie at all." So that's a great show too. So I don't know if it's on Vice or y'all got cable. It might be on demand or what, but you should watch it. It's all about Star Wars. It's called Iconic.
Okay. Mikey, what's your shower thought?
Um, do cats think in meow or do they think in English?
Huh. So they're
Or
like,
do the same thing with like dogs. Do dogs think in bark and bork, or do they think in English
They think.
or whatever their language is?
I think they think in English.
Yeah.
Well,
Cats, I don't know. That's a good question.
cats think in whatever language they actually speak. 'Cause I bet they have their own language that they don't talk about.
Like a
What
meow
is-
language.
They think in serial killer.
They
yeah.
do think in serial killer. I agree.
How can I kill my human this
Uh-huh.
time?
That's
He
right.
didn't- he
Yeah,
didn't
they're
fill
like
my
all
bowl
nocturnal and they're
all the
sneaking
way.
around and shit at night. Yeah, they're thinking of ways to kill you. Like, how can I pull this knife out of this thing? Exactly. What
I didn't get fresh water 4 times today.
Where's
Right.
my treat, you bitch? You know,
They didn't leave the toilet seat up so I can drink out of the toilet seat.
And all we hear is meow. And
Every meow is actually you bitch. Anyways, thanks for listening. You can listen to us at listen and I guess
Oh
listen.
my god, dude! Start
Shut
over.
up. Okay, thanks for watching. You can listen to us at YouTube. You can catch us at Spotify, TuneIn Radio, Amazon, and iTunes. You can keep up with us at. Shut up!
Are
I'm
you
tired.
drunk?
No, I'm just really tired. I got hit with the tired sticker all of a sudden. It's 9:30. It's past my bedtime. You can listen. You can keep up with us at Twitter at Pod Nerds and Facebook at Hoocher Nerds Podcast. This is one of my worst ones.
Like,
I sound like an old lineman.
Dick on the beast. I got my head pounded one too many times.
Yeah.
If you don't know who's your nerds, you'll never wonder it's us.
Holy shit!
Is it gonna stop?
Nope.
It's
Keep on going. Keep
still,
on going.
it's still recording. Why isn't it not stopping the recording?
Can I stop it? I don't
It's
know.
not stopped yet.
What the heck? This is awkward.
Don't put it. Yeah, you got to cut this out.
Why? This is kind of funny. Okay, maybe if I shut down like Skype, it'll work.